Good morning, everyone. It's LaDon. Just wanted to make a quick video for two reasons. I want to give you a quick update on day 4 of my Daniel's fast, and then also provide you with the recipe to make um, rosemary and peppermint infused coconut oil, as I promised you earlier this week. Okay, so just starting out with the Daniel's fast, I am on day 4, and what day 3 taught me was that I really need to be very consistent about the breakfast I eat, especially when I'm working, well, working outside of my home. I run an organization for youth, and so lots of times I'm able to, especially during the summer, I'm able to work part of my day at home or my full day at home, which is great. But yesterday I had to do a workshop for the Billiken Royal Court. I'm so honored to do that. Um, and I'll tell you about them in a box up here. Anyway, I had to do a workshop in the afternoon for the Royal Court. And when I finished the workshop, well, yesterday for breakfast, all I had was fruit. So I did strawberries and blueberries and maybe an apple, I think, and maybe apple. And so I had lots of energy, felt really good. I drank lots of water, all that good stuff. And by the time I finished their workshop, which was about 4:30, 5 o'clock yesterday evening, afternoon, evening, I was really hungry. And there weren't a lot of food choices in that area. So I ended up going to a White Castle and having some White Castles. And while I didn't go overboard with it, I just feel like, I really could have honored my Daniel's fast better had I planned better. If I had eaten right before I went out and maybe had a snack or something like that with me. So I'm definitely going to today. I have to go back to finish part 2 of their training. Um, and I'm definitely going to make sure that I plan better today. But aside from that, it's been going really, really well. Last night I made black eyed peas and I put onion, bell pepper, rosemary, and thyme in it to spice it, give it some seasonings and spice along with black pepper. And I also do salt, the mineral salt, or I think that's what it's called. um, so I also put that in it. Oh, and I put bay leaf in it. Bay leaf is such a good spice. If you don't use it already, it's really good for beans. It's good for if you make soups. It's really good. Any type of bean you make, it really gives it kind of a hearty kind of flavor. But the great thing about beans is that they're a great source of protein, most of them. So just read the label. So if you're doing a fast, like a Daniel's fast or a fast where you're cutting out meats and you know that you need a source of protein, definitely look toward beans for that. And a lot of people don't like to make beans because they can give you gas. So here's a quick way to avoid gas with when you're making beans. Don't um, don't do the quick cook on them. Like a lot of times, instead of letting beans sit, overnight or for however many hours they require, a lot of times people will, clean them and then boil them for 1 or 2 minutes and then let them sit for a shorter period of time. One of the ways you can get rid of most of the gases that are, or what causes the gas that's created, that's in the bean, is by letting them sit overnight. You're going to, or letting them sit for however long they're supposed to sit based on the kind of bean you have. That helps to release um, the element that causes gas in the beans. So let them sit in the water overnight or over several hours and then cook them. And you'll find that you are less gassy when you have them. All right, so here's the recipe for making the rosemary and peppermint infused coconut oil. So we're going to start out with rosemary. This is fresh rosemary from my window garden. and fresh peppermint, also from my window garden. I've already clipped the leaves and a sprig from the rosemary tree. You're going to use a wooden cuticle um, stick, and then you're going to use a small bottle with a nozzle. You're going to use organic virgin coconut oil, extra virgin coconut oil as well. So you're going to measure out a bit of the coconut oil. I didn't pre-measure the bottle before I started, so I'm not sure how many ounces it is. So I started out with just 2 ounces, and then I will add additional oil as I go. As you can see, the oil is in its liquefied form here. I did not heat it or do anything like that. I just left it out at room temperature. So that's what you're going to want to do. I always prefer to leave my oils out and let them soften naturally because you retain all of the minerals and the vitamins in the oil when you do it that way opposed to heating it. So now you're going to grab your peppermint and you're going to roll it between your index finger and thumb, and that just kind of breaks the leaf a little bit so that you are able to release the oil contained within the leaves. So you're just going to roll those back and forth until you've used all of your leaves. Again, if you leave that oil out at room temperature, um, it'll melt down enough that you can kind of, pour the coconut oil without heating it. I don't suggest microwaving it. Um, then you're going to pick up your sprig of rosemary and you're going to do the same thing, crushing those in between your index and thumb, just rolling them a little bit so that you're releasing the oils that are contained within the rosemary. Another way for breaking your oil down so that it's in its liquefied state without losing the nutritional content is to boil some water on the stove and then pour it into a bowl or let it cool off a little bit, and then setting your oil or scooping out some of your oil and placing it in a bowl that you can then, a glass bowl that you can then place within that water. Um, and then letting it naturally just kind of melt down that way. If you do that, you will still maintain the nutritional integrity of the oil. So that's a quick way if you must break it down. So now you're going to take your wooden sort of cuticle pusher backer. I don't know what the technical name of it is, but you're going to use that to push push the leaves down and then just to stir them up. And you're going to put your nozzle on, and then you're just going to take this oil and set it in a dark place, a dry dark place for about 2. Well, I hope you found the videos helpful. You got 2 from me in this video and 3 for the week. I'm doing good. So hopefully I'll have in the next couple of weeks the daily moisturizer video for you. I know I won't be able to do that before the end of next week because I have some responsibilities for the But Billiken Royal Court and the parade. The parade is next Saturday. That's the 11th of August, and it'll be kicking off at, I believe, 11 or 12 Central Standard Time, and it's televised nationally. So if I do see you, it'll probably be on the float in the parade. So, if you're able to tune in with your family or with your kids. The But Billiken Parade is really all about family, and it's really about helping kids to get excited about, education and kicking off the 2012-2013 school year. So it's just a great fun parade, and you'll see lots of celebrities in it and a lot of political figures. There's rumor our president may be there this year, so I hope so. He's been in the parade in past years, so perhaps we will see him as the Grand Marshal this year. And the parade is to honor him and to honor his accomplishments around education. So, hope to see you there. Otherwise, I may try to post a video here and there, but I hope this video was helpful to you. Please subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. Um, and share the video with others if you think that any of these recipes would be helpful to them. I don't mind you sharing it all. So take care, have a great, great, great day, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next vlog. Bye.